IPF, idiopathic pulmonary fibrosis. It is idiopathic, which means we don't know why it has occurred. So there are some risk factors for IPF. We know that men tend to get IPF more than women, that smokers tend to get IPF more so than non-smokers, but women can get IPF, non-smokers can get IPF as well. And age is a major factor for IPF. Generally, once we see people go over the age of 60 to 70, if they have pulmonary fibrosis, the odds are much more likely that it will be IPF. It's not guaranteed, but the odds are more likely. So age, gender, history of smoking are all risk factors for IPF. There are two available treatments in the United States, two FDA-approved treatments, and these are medicines that treat fibrosis. And how they treat it is they slow it down. For other types of lung disease, interstitial lung disease, even those complicated by pulmonary fibrosis, there may be treatment options like steroids and other medications, particularly if it's autoimmune. But if we're speaking specifically about IPF, that 20% or so of cases where we don't know the cause, in those cases, there are two FDA-approved treatments that I just mentioned, and they slow down the disease. In some pooled analyses of the data, they may also decrease the rate that people end up going to the hospital for problems with flares of the disease. So outside of that, in terms of a curative option, the only curative option is lung transplantation. So that's a very big process. So again, we suggest that if somebody has this disease, and particularly if it's progressing, it's best to go to an academic center to get further evaluation. And then the last option is clinical trials. And so again, if you go to an academic center, there are a number of different therapies being investigated for IPF and a number of research trials that are underway. And it's always good to consider.
任何的疾病，它都有一个发生、发展、一个转化的一个过程。它最初的话就是一个肺本身它的功能不能够正常的完成它该完成的任务，这样的话它就有一个毒气啊，或者是一些痰湿啊这种东西，它在这个肺里面积蓄，天长日久它可能发生一些恶变，那么这个组织它也会变性，而且这些有害的物质淤积在这个肺里面的时候，当然你的肺气就不会通畅，你的血液也不能正常的流到这里来，所有的组织它就会失去它正常的功能了。那如果说我们的身体已经到了一个逐渐严重的状况，那怎么办呢？那其实也是在各个疾病发展的这个过程之中也是可以做一些相应的一些保养，让你的肺呢功能会更强一些。我今天给大家介绍的这一碗呢，就是罗汉果排骨清肺汤。